This video presents a single, uninterrupted take of a bicycle ride on Commercial Street in Provincetown, Massachusetts, USA. The inset at the lower right corner of the screen works like a rear-view mirror. Commercial Street is officially one way in the direction I am traveling. However, it is very heavily used by pedestrians and by bicyclists traveling in both directions. Motorists, like the trucker ahead of me here, must travel very slowly and sometimes come to a complete stop to avoid collisions. Here, a bicyclist traveling opposite the legal direction of traffic has had to pull aside and stop to let the truck pass. The truck repeatedly slows to avoid pedestrians and bicyclists. Its average speed is somewhere around 5 or 6 miles per hour. The street is bumpy. Despite software image stabilization, bumps still do show in the video and in the motion of the truck. The truck speeds up again, but very soon has to come to a complete stop. At this point, I lose patience and divert onto the sidewalk to overtake the truck. Oh boy. I make sure that the truck isn't going anywhere, and I pull well out ahead of it for clearance and visibility before merging back out into the street. Here's a short, clear section where I can pick up a little speed. But not for long. Look what happens with these groups of pedestrians. They're coming from different directions and they're changing directions. Thanks, Guy, for noticing my camera, but that was a serious obstacle course. Now it's clear again for a little ways, but I'm still holding my speed down just in case. Pedestrians are unpredictable. Look at this. Will I pass on the right? No, it was good I was going only about 5 miles an hour here. Okay, here's another little segment where I can speed up a bit until I get stuck behind another car. At this point, I have to come to a complete stop and put a foot down. It's a good thing that I can balance a bicycle at very low speeds. Oh boy. And now for a little bit of sociability.
I was like, remember that.
In 2008? The fire in Yosemite, 2008?
No,
I was there.
Earlier. It was way earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was there when I took the last bus in when the fire was coming down the hillside.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's how you've been together since college.
We've been together for 20 years.
Many advocates for changes in the transportation system promote spaces like this one because they're sociable. These people tend to think of bicyclists as being just like pedestrians. We aren't. We can't go as slowly, we can go much faster, and we are less maneuverable. Well, anyway, my stop gave me a chance to ride a little bit faster while catching up with this car again. It's moving now, but I can't overtake it. Pedestrians are passing it on both sides, coming in the other direction. The car is going to turn left. It has its blinker on. I yield to pedestrians and to a cyclist riding opposite the flow of traffic on the left. I pass the car on the right. I'm now passing through the very center of Provincetown where traffic is heaviest. McMillan Pier, where ferries and excursion boats dock, is to the left. Good thing again I was going slowly. Some pedestrians pay no attention to the hazards. Others, like this dog owner, are careful and alert. As I said, some pedestrians pay no attention. A leash can only be so short and still allow the owner and dog to walk comfortably together. Here's a fairly open stretch. A woman turned suddenly to walk across the street. Good I wasn't going fast. Now another crowd of pedestrians and bicyclists riding opposite the legal direction of traffic. Now a relatively open section for a few hundred feet with music yet. And soon another crowd of pedestrians. Open again. We're getting away from the middle of town. It is quieter at this end of the street. But there still can be surprises. It gets a little tight again here. This bicyclist appears from the right with no warning. The little girl and her mom hustle out of the way. Now there's another car to follow. This one's going a bit faster because there isn't as much pedestrian traffic. The car isn't going any faster than I can ride though, and I'm not fast. The car pulls off to the right. Wouldn't it be tempting for me to speed up and pass the car on the left? The motor vehicle which I'm now following is following another cyclist. The term gutter bunny is used to describe the cyclist behind me. He is hugging the curb and weaving around parked vehicles, even though there's no traffic on this street behind him, and if there were, it wouldn't be going any faster than he is. Riding close to the edge as he does increases the risk of numerous types of collisions. Car bears right, I didn't notice the flashing left turn blinker. The car was completely stopped. Nonetheless, it was mistaken for me to overtake on the left. Head-on collision avoided. Tricycle dismount ahead. More pedestrians. One walks out across the street without even looking. Passing. I'm now approaching the east end of Commercial Street, where bicycle and pedestrian traffic is lightest. I've put on a final burst of speed. This is a little bit downhill. I might be going as much as 15 miles an hour here. Question of the day: is Commercial Street to be described as social space or as travel space for anyone but pedestrians? I enter Tremont Street, pull over, and shut off my cameras, leaving you with that question.